Hello, Honors Scholars. This is Kevin Piers, one of the reference librarians here at Bellarmine University, and it is my job to make sure that your honors thesis is submitted to Scholarworks. So I've got a PowerPoint here that we're going to run through, and hopefully it will give you most, if not all, of the information you need to get this done. The address you go to, scholarworks.bellarmine.edu, and that will take you to a page here where you need to sign up for your account. And it's a very simple form. You do not need to use your Bellarmine email account, but you can. And essentially what it is if when you graduate from Bellarmine, if you're going to be using a different email address, principally, it would be best to use that one. And you will receive an email, whatever account you use, with an activation link. And you will get an account confirmation page like this. Then you will be taken to a page where you need to submit your research, so you would click on the submit research link. And I know this is small, but this essentially is the submission agreement when you where you agree to have your thesis posted to Scholarworks. And then once you do that, you will click on the undergraduate thesis link, and here's the form that you will fill out completely, which describes the content and the metadata, which that is to say the data which describes your document. Enter your title like this, with the first letter of each word capitalized. The date of the project is when you receive your degree. And you will tell it that it's an honors thesis. And there's something called the embargo period. What this essentially means is if you plan on publishing your thesis in a research journal or other such publication, you need to tell us whether or not you want to embargo, and that means that your thesis will not be visible in Scholarworks for whatever period of time you select. So I would check with your instructor, your advisor, on that to see whether that's something you would want to do. And the rest is fairly straightforward. Your advisors, etc. And this step's pretty important because the key words are the ways that you can think of that someone would search for your thesis. And so I've just made some silly stuff up here just as an example. Subject categories, you will select whatever subject categories your research falls into and highlight select. And then the abstract is very important as well, since that's what a full description of your thesis is. And then you upload from your computer your thesis. If you want to add any additional files, such as a sound file, images, you can do that here. And then you click Submit. And then you're given this confirmation screen that you have successfully uploaded your document. The data that you entered is displayed here. And you receive a confirmation that you have successfully uploaded your document. And at this point, the rest is up to me, because I will receive this email as well, and then I download your document to see if it's formatted correctly. I will not edit it. I will not offer any critique on the document itself. If there is some glaring mistake, I will try to contact you and your advisor to make sure that is corrected. But in terms of my going through and checking your document for accuracy. That is not a part of the process. My part in the process is just making sure that you've submitted it correctly and then posting it to Scholarworks. And this is the part that usually hangs people up. This is a document that gives us permission from you to post your document, your thesis, to Scholarworks. And in the process of submitting your thesis, you will be given a link to this document, and it must be signed by you, your advisor, and the program director. And then in terms of getting it to me, you can, often people will scan it, take a photo with your phone, clear photo, and email it to me, kpears@bellarmine.edu, or John Stemmer, who's the library director, who also helps with this process. And just to show you what your document will ultimately look like once it is published to Scholarworks, we'll take a look here at some previous documents that have been submitted, and take a look here at the undergraduate theses, and we will take a look at the first one just as an example. And here's the metadata that you entered, and then the actual download button to see the full document. So here it is with a nice cover page, and it proceeds on to the document itself. And this part is kind of interesting because it shows that we do actually get downloads from other researchers who have discovered your document on the web. This one shows that it has had 91 downloads. So that's kind of interesting to know. So I think I've covered most everything here, but of course there's always usually something that is left out. So just feel free to contact me at kpears@bellarmine.edu, or John Stemmer, jstemmer@bellarmine.edu, if you have any questions, and we'll try to get them answered for you. And I suppose in terms of submitting the document time-wise, it's best to get it in as soon as possible. It's preferable to have it in about a week before graduation, but we can work with that. So anyway, thanks for listening, and I hope this was helpful, and feel free to contact us if you have any questions.